Well, hi for now, folks. This week has been the kind of week where...
Do you want me to do the washing up?
Oh, you don't need to do that, my love. Hold on. Well, hi for now, folks.
Baby.
This week...
When are we going to be able to fit in some dance practice before our lesson tomorrow?
Tell you what, let's do it now. 1 second. Well, hi for now.
Can you get the shower working for me, please? Farrell.
It's okay, my love. I'll be right up. Well, hi
Baby, it's late. Are you coming up to bed soon?
Yeah, okay. I'll be right up. Well, hi for now, folks. This week has been the kind of week where... You know what I mean?
The Graticast presents Kissed Out of Your Mind.
So there I was, walking into the restaurant of a hotel in Cyprus. I'd only made the decision to fly out 24 hours beforehand, so I didn't have a reservation, and apart from my father and my little brother, no one knew I was there. Not even the girlfriend I'd gone to see, who sat at a table in the middle of a massive banquet for all the hotel guests. When her eyes fell on me, she had the following expressions in rather rapid succession.
Oh, that looks a bit like Chip. Wait, is that Chip? That can't be Chip. Oh my god, it's Chip!
So I guess you could say it went well. We spent pretty much the entirety of the next 20 hours together, partying, sharing our first dance, eating out, playing table tennis, visiting a castle, duetting with woodland creatures, eating spaghetti from the same plate, you know, all the normal romantic stuff. And then I had to catch my flight back and leave her there for another 3 days. My journey home involved a 6-hour wait at Manchester Airport. But I could have stood on hot coals for twice that time without losing the smile from my face. When she got back to the UK, she made sure that I was one of the first visits she made, and I expect it'd probably make you sick knowing just how many hours we've spent together since. Going out to see shows, reading on the sofa, shopping, cooking, disposing of the charred remains of the cooking and heading out for pizza, being that embarrassing couple who turn up in fancy dress to a fancy dress party where everybody else chose not to bother. But I quickly discovered that life changes rather substantially when you get a partner, especially one that you actually really like. The biggest changes I've discovered are to time, money, and your state of mind. To illustrate the first, here's an example to-do list from a day in my life BC, or before cotton pad. And here are some example times for how long I'd expect them to take. Now here's how long they would actually take. But then having cotton pad around means that there are suddenly other things I want to do, which I have to fit in somewhere. So the next thing I know, I'm looking at a 26-hour day. So something's got to give. Sorry, Mum. Then there's the issue of how you spend your money.
Why is your fridge so small?
Well, I was single when I bought it. It was big enough for everything I needed.
Can we get a bigger one?
I'm not sure. I'm saving up for something special at the moment.
But where will we put all this cheesecake you bought for us to share?
I'll go get the Argos catalogue. And finally, there's the tension. That sense of ever-impending doom, like at the start of a horror movie when you've just turned off all the lights in your deserted cabin and you're starting to hear heavy breathing coming from under the bed. You know something's coming, but you don't know when or how, and trying to convince yourself that nothing bad will happen to you is just going to add a nasty element of insult to your inevitable disembowelment. I'm talking about that mysterious beast, the first argument. Until it happens, you're constantly treading on eggshells, wondering if it's about to break out right now.
Oh, there's something I wanted to mention.
Thinking about all this while trying to plan our next date? That could seriously ruin our relationship. But, as I said at the start, life changes rather substantially when you get a partner, especially one that you actually really like. And the good thing about spending time with someone you really like is, well, you start to like your life more. There's always a danger on my own that my day would very quickly become nothing but work. that having a caring partner around who knows my habits and wants the best for me, and who I want the best for in return, has helped prevent work filling up my life. And on those occasions it's unavoidable, that same partner delivers coffee right to my desk. Plus, she's widened my world. Without her, I may never have dreamed of visiting a beautiful place like Whitby Abbey, or taking a rock and roll dance exam, or going to a workshop by BAFTA-nominated makeup artist Jan Sewell. And on a daily basis too. A bigger fridge isn't just practical, it's also more convenient when we want to have guests over. And while I'm saving for that once every so often treat, I can enjoy as much cheesecake as I like. As for that ever-impending sense of doom, well, I can be grateful that, if that first argument ever comes, it will be set against the backdrop of all the love and care we've shown for each other. There's more than enough evidence that we both want the best for each other, and that means, honestly, I couldn't think of anyone better to have an argument with. So yeah, being single means you do have more freedom to do what you want, but being in a relationship with someone you love, that helps you discover wants you never knew you had, and then realise that you don't have the time to do them. Yep, being in a relationship can be frustrating, but it can also turn other frustrations around. They're going to be stuck here for ages.
Oh well.
Time now for your shout-outs, and we have a truly lovely lot today. On Facebook, Lucy shared her joy for new beginnings with her good friend Danny. May the joy continue, Lucy, and please do keep us up to date with how you're getting on. Lara also had a good friend to mention, who let her travel around impersonating Andy from Little Britain.
Did you look a pillock, Lara?
Well, I'm glad you had fun. And Claire had 3 unexpected but pleasant things happen all in one day, bolstering both her purse and her jewellery collection by the looks of it. All of this, I think, goes to confirm what Daniel said on Twitter, which is, people are awesome. He was tweeting in response to a caring bunch of folks who stopped to look after others who were worse for wear at the Governor's Ball in New York. Well, thanks for sharing with us, Claire and Daniel. And finally this week, also on Twitter, Celia was grateful to her chemist and the really loud builder, who between them seemed to have given her some relief during her 3-day migraine. Well, we hope your pain was able to ease, Celia, and thanks for taking a moment to share your shout-out with us. Now later on today, folks, I'll be jetting back to Turkey for the final phase of my EU project. In the meantime, Richard suggested a great Gratitune to keep our spirits up on the flight over. It's Live by Water.
Is that Live by Water?
By Madison Ward and the Mama Bear. Please do take a peep at the music vid I'll link to in just a moment. It's as much joy to watch as it is to hear. So finally, thank you for watching. Please leave a comment below to say how much you enjoyed this video, and share it around your favourite social media. Before I leave you though, one last thing. If you ever feel that your relationship is more compromising than promising, just remember...
I made pancakes for breakfast. Want some?
Coming!